know what? He could definitely be. He could definitely be the guy from 8 Mile who the rap battles with Eminem.
I thought he was in 8 Mile.
Yeah, he could be. He could be. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the time is upon us. Losers bracket semifinals. Gandhi, Maven. We are jumping in. Game number 1. We are starting on board with the crowd favorite, fan favorite, Ninja.
I'll tell you what. The one thing I've noticed with Ninja changing over the, as it went through the days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, he's getting louder and louder. He's pumped up.
Well, you don't want to burn all the vocal cords out early on, but let's talk about a little bit about a drift capture the flag. If you guys just watched the winners bracket finals, you saw this match, but if not, we'll help you out. So drift capture the flag now is going to be 5 flags to win. We see as 3 members are dead for Classic, but 5 flags to win. Flag does not need to be at home to score, which is a huge change. It used to be 3 flags to win, and flag had to be at home. But the problem was we saw like 17-minute standoff, and it was just not good.
Yep, another big change with the rocket times. Prior events, they've been on this weird kind of 2-minute and 40-second timer, which when you have a coach, it doesn't make it the trickiest thing. But they are now at the static 3 minutes. So awesome, much easier to keep track of, especially for us who rarely, can kind of keep track of everything. So the 3 minutes timer on rockets is really great.
Yep, so we do have the rockets in the middle, and then the snipers are actually going to be coming up on a dynamic timer. So traditional halos you normally see is like it's every 2 minutes. Now it's every 2 minutes, but from when you pick it up. So if you pick up the sniper at 2:48, it's going to, 12:48, it's going to be up at 10:48.
Yeah, and it's interesting to see kind of the styles you'll see. I mean, any map that has 2 snipers, obviously snipers are going to be very important. And there's a couple different styles you'll see, whether someone's going to, like a snipe down's a little more passive with a sniper. Yeah. More will kind of sit at snipe spawn, be able to shoot across to the base, play defensively, where the formal is going to lift into your base, hop around, and quick zoom you.
Yeah. He's a different beast. But jumping on board with APG now, APG, for those of you who are not familiar with him, he has had one heck of a season with luck. He has gone from team to team to team. He was on Ambush at the beginning, then he got dropped for Pistola, which everyone knew, and then he got dropped from Status Quo.
Yeah.
And then now he finds his place at home on Warriors.
We had our first little APG Rhino battle there, and Rhino top APG, I think, missed 4 snipes there.
Well, that's one of the main things I wanted to talk about, Maze, and something that we always knew was, Rhinoop has everything to prove here. He is going to try to make it his objective to outshoot everyone, and Goofy lets over, and he gets punched in the mouth.
I thought that first snipe was good.
Well, this is Mikwin now, and if you guys are wondering what's kind of going on here, is that the members of Classic are really timid about pushing up, and the reason they're so timid is because the members of Warriors are just,
oh my!
No way!
I thought he was gone.
I was hoping he was gone. That would have been hilarious.
One thing that's very fun to watch about Mikwin, he's being a little more passive than normal here, kind of sitting in the base, but he is one of the guys that will just come at you. He is jumping out, playing very, very aggressive, and for us, and I'm sure for you guys, is extremely fun to watch. Very different style than some of the other players.
Oh yeah, Ninja does have the sniper rifle here, misses one shot. He's finally going to be taken out, and now we're starting to see a little bit of life here from Classic because they're allowed to leave their base for the first time. The gates have opened, and they said, "Okay, you can come on out now."
Yeah, and another thing that we didn't talk about, which is surprising we forgot this as well, is APG was actually asked and was, I think, about an inch away from actually being on Classic.
Yeah.
And then he was approached, I'm guessing, by Tyler. I don't know the exact scenario, but Ninja's kind of their vocal leader. But, he ended up going with Warriors. And from his standpoint, you got to understand that they've been the consistent number 2, and that was filthy.
Mikwin is heating up, ladies and gentlemen. He just out-PR'd 2 people. Russo now we're jumping on board with. Russo kind of got his debut from the 2011 Halo Reach season. He's been around for a very, very long time, but that's kind of when he made his presence known. So jumping back to on board with Ninja. He does have the rockets. He have acquired them in the second hall. And now he is going to be pushing up on the Classic base. And with the rockets here on Maven, we always see that it's kind of tricky to know what to do with them here on a drift.
It's tough just because you never want to be shooting rockets up. You always want to be coming from a downward angle. So going in for basement's kind of tricky.
Yep.
small door is such a death trap, and attic, it's so long there, they can do that quick jump, snipe you. There's no real safe way to bring those into base.
Yep, so Ninja's going to be running this flag basement. Very, very traditional. You got Goofy pushing in on the second hall. Legit's in the attic. Oh,
God.
Sorry, Mickey. He just gave him his second haircut of the day. And now this flag is going to be stopped. Oh, God, Legit. Legit, the 2008 best overall player. He is just a freak show.
Gotta love that tag.
Yeah.
The 08 Legit.
Yep, and so now it's going to be tied up here because, so you see guys, this is the difference. Now, we saw that both flags were ran out, and the main thing about a drift is kind of like Skyline. You don't need all 4 dead. In fact, most of the time I prefer to only kill 1 person and grab the flag and then run it, just because of how the spawns work and how it can be tricky. So, in previous events, we would have saw a standoff there. But in this event, we see more action, more chaos, more awesomeness.
And kind of elaborate on what he's saying for those of you maybe not played it too much or not familiar with the spawns. The problem is, if you're all in their base and kill everyone, that pull, they're going to spawn bottom middle, spawn small hallway, and you're going to have to kill back through basically the entire team. So a lot of times it's almost better, like you said, to kind of wait for them to push out a little bit and then get that pull.
APG pushing through the small hall here. He does have Tyler. That's AKA Ninja with him. Ninja's going to take down the person he shadows, Mikwin, and now we're going to see his APG is just going to kind of wait. And what's going to happen is if Goofy makes that push successful, APG has 2 options. He can either push the way he's doing right now, or he can lift over with him and pull out his BR and start laying down some heavy fire. That's one of the main things you need to learn when you're becoming from an amateur player to trying to become a professional player, is you got to know when to put the BR away and when to pull out the BR. Oh, crack shot!
Clutch snipe there. And one other thing that we totally forgot to mention as well, I know.
How much stuff did we forget?
Yeah,
What do we have, Alzheimer's?
I know, well, we have a lot more viewers coming in, and it's stuff we may have already gone over, but we want to bring it to the new people. And that's how impressed we've been with Goofy.
Yeah.
Goofy was in Pakistan?
Pakistan
for 2 weeks. Got back, I think it was Monday or Tuesday of this
Monday,
week.
when did the weapon drop update? Was it Monday or Tuesday?
Monday,
It was Monday,
so it was early Monday morning. I think it was like 5 a.m. Eastern. So it launches. He gets back and has 4 days basically to practice, and that made it really tough for Warriors. But here they are playing for top 3.
Well, Mikwin's starting to heat up, and the members of Classic are starting to push in. It is all on APG as he has one humongous sniper. We are going to go to an Astro listening to see how Warriors plans on dealing with Classic.
Snipe's all back.
Where are they?
Our snipe, guys. Ryan, our snipe.
Watch out, Russo on me, Ned.
Nice,
Their
Faisal.
sniper's up.
Yeah, they
just
have it.
got
I'm
it.
going for it.
Stay behind me, our flag.
I'll look for my
Ryan,
flag. He got me.
Our snipe all week.
He ran.
He's going for a flagpole.
He's going for a flagpole.
My guy's weak, guys.
Might have another one watching him.
I'll kill him. No, I might not. Got him.
Yeah,
Nice pull, Ryan, you fucking idiot.
They're first and second, Shig. They're first and second.
Bottom mid.
They're second.
On
On our snipe. Nice shots.
Our snipe weak.
Our small snipe. He's still weak. He ran away. He ran all the way away.
Might be another guy.
No, I'm watching.
I'm getting shot from our.
I'm watching. I don't see anyone.
They're second. Top mid, Ryan.
No, he's there now. He's at the snipe.
Ryan's top mid, guys.
I
Top mid, Ryan. Two dead.
I'm on our side.
They're big stairs.
Ryan, watch out.
I'm gonna go.
Bottom mid, jumping up our second. Jumping up to
I'll get him,
their
I'll get
second.
him.
Jumping up to their second. My bad.
Fuck. You guys are by yourselves.
They're training.
He's there.
Nice.
Alright, we're just getting
Get into
unfortunate.
it.
They just keep on flying the flag.
They just stay on the flag. Yo, take your time with this. Take your time. They're all gonna wait.
Ryan, what the fuck are you doing?
Bradley, I'm lifting.
They're attic weak.
I'm pushing low.
I lifted.
They're attic really weak.
I'm pushing low.
I died.
Alright, hold up. We're already one dead. We're one dead.
He's trying to. He's jumping up, nading you.
Love you, weak.
Too weak on big hall. I got Goofy.
Too weak on big. Our big still hiding behind that big toe, I think, Ryan.
I think he's one shot. Rocket. You guys are about to make this.
They're both running, one
The
shots.
sniper down a small landing.
I got it.
Right up against the wall. Rocket's
Ryan,
gonna be
I'm
30
coming
seconds,
top
guys. 30 seconds.
I got him
They're gonna be all
legit.
over their second. They're gonna be all over their second. They're second.
Give me
Right
a second,
now.
Ryan. Where's APG?
20 seconds are their sniper. Two guys are second. Sniper. Two guys are second, both weak. Watch it first. I'm watching first.
I'm pushing their snipe.
I'm watching their second now.
I'm
Ryan's
in their
watching
attic. I'm in
first.
their attic. There's 20 now. There's
They're gonna
20
push their
seconds.
side. They know I'm here. They know I'm here.
Seconds are sniper, but 15 seconds for rockets, guys. 15 seconds for rockets. Their
I'm watching
sniper
their
spawns
snipe.
at 08.
One shot. They're second. I hit him with an ace. Weak their second. Really weak their second.
The first one shot. The first week legit.
Goofy, absolute.
I'm gonna drop.
There's two.
They're attic side.
I'm here outside.
They're snipe. He was weak. He's got
Might go first, Ninja.
What the fuck?
He's sniping outside.
Weak.
I'm
He's sniping outside right now.
Really weak, their
I need
snipe.
help.
Snipe's going their second.
Sniper's going their second. Mike their second.
Alright, awesome.
Sniping their second. I got away.
He's top mid.
I have rockets.
Watch out, middle.
What do you guys want me to do?
Their
with
attic,
these?
their attic, their attic killed me as well.
Push for that.
Their attic is, I can't say, they're out here.
They're sniping
He's out
Goofy.
here.
Hard snipe. I got one.
I need it. Watch out.
One shot their attic, too. One shot their attic.
I'm on.
One shot their attic.
2 dead right now, 2 dead.
APG.
Dude, where's he going? Attic?
Where's Goofy? We going?
No.
Yeah, APG was their attic. I don't know where he went.
Alright,
Lift it
I'm
up big.
checking
Lift it up big. I'm going back for him.
I got him.
I'm pushing them first.
I got one.
2 dead.
2 dead. Run it.
I got double. I got double.
Oh, I'm dead.
I'm going,
I'm dead.
I have it if you
Watch
run.
bottom mid. Watch bottom mid.
Yep. Watch snipes.
I'm running it big, I'm running it big, I'm running it
Alright.
big.
They're small.
Still there. Still there.
One
Stay
shot their
alive,
second.
stay alive.
Ryan.
Bottom big. I'm watching the bottom big.
He went bottom mid.
Watching bottom big.
Behind me, Austin,
Enemy
he's
side.
He's on our
behind
big.
me.
He's on our big behind you. Oh, no,
Two
he's
guys
not.
here.
He's.
Ninja's one. There's 2 guys here.
One shot a second. One shot a second. Killing the fly guy.
It's APG. It's APG, right?
He killed me, he killed me.
He's dead. He's dead.
I got him.
No one's behind you.
They're gonna be behind me, 2 guys big.
I have spawn, I have death cam on him.
I'm watching our big.
I'm first on flag now. He already
I'm
went
one
in.
shot with it. I'm gonna take it back. I'm gonna take it to the back.
I got him.
I'm one shot with flag, guys. I died with flag. It's in our pit. It's down in our pit. Our attic.
Yeah.
There's 2 there. There's 2 there.
Right above you, Ryan. Right above you and Fly Guy. Mike, our catwalk.
They're on re weak. Our pit weak.
Fly guy's weak.
One shot.
There's one shot right here.
Right
Can we
next
get
to
a
you,
pull?
Ryan.
Can we get a
One
pull?
shot.
Can we get a
One
pull?
shot. One shot, Ryan.
No, I don't think so.
I
There's 2
couldn't do
on it.
anything.
I needed it.
Oh,
One
he's one
shot.
shot. Nice.
I do.
Alright,
I'm small landing. 2
Ninja,
guys.
Ninja weak, small landing.
Two guys there.
Ninja's weak one. Ninja's weak
Ninja's
one.
one.
I'm looking. Can we get a touch?
I'm looking for Russo.
I died, man. They're first.
Oh, I thought we had a guy
Back
there.
week. Back week. Reset. And the first.
Nice stop, guys.
Ryan, you are so fucking bad.
The first again, Mickman. The Mickman, one shot, the first. Mickman, one shot, the first. Go. I'm watching big. I'm watching big. Fuck, attic.
I can't see attic.
Stay alive, Faisal. Stay alive. Oh, the big door.
Above you.
Back down. 2 there. 2 there. They're pushing you first. Push you first hard.
What's attic?
They went attic.
I'm watching attic, Tyler. That was Ryan. That was a weak guy. They were
There's
first.
no one in attic.
Hey, Rockets and
Let me see that desk screen.
One's going first. Attic come middle. Attic come middle. One shot. Face look at me. Face look at me. One shot the first. One shot the first. Snipe.
Our sniper's up.
Still their attic. Weak. Their attic. They're snipe on 2 of them. They're first and they're second. They're first and they're second. They're first and they're second.
One shot.
Ryan's
One
not gonna come.
Watch out the first. He fell by the middle. I'm gonna go for that guy.
There's a guy on our leg.
I'm over here,
I'm here, Tyler.
I
don't see Ryan. They have sniper on the side.
Hang on, I'm lifting out there. Small.
Nick hit me. I ran. I hit him with a knee, I think.
Hey, Rockets in 30 seconds. Rockets in 30 seconds.
I'm behind him.
Our training to top mid.
They're training.
That was big. 2 dead. Someone on Brian. They're running our flank. You can't
Rockets,
we found middle.
These are
We're
so
side
important right
Oh, no,
now.
he's just bottom middle.
15 seconds.
Basil got flank.
Basil will kill flank. I mean, you just. Here, I'll spawn here. I'm here.
He says, yeah, you guys gotta tell me, dude.
One shot.
And 10.
Where are they, guys?
9.
Rockets.
8.
One.
I'm on the snipe ball. The snipe ball.
6.
Don't touch.
5.
I'm on the snipe ball, Mickman. Drop the snipe ball, Mickman.
2.
They're
1.
first.
Rockets. We should get these.
I can't get him,
Can we
guys.
get him?
Nice,
Spawn
we
the
got
flag,
him.
man.
Our top left with flags. One shot.
Watch out the flag, shake. Watch out the flag, shake.
Flags. One shot.
I'll get him, Basil.
One
Back
shot.
up. Basil, back up. Oh, don't rock it.
Watch out.
Sorry,
They're
sorry.
baiting. They're
One
baiting.
shot right there. On our second. What's sniper? He just jumped out. Nice.
Nice.
Good
You
job,
did.
good
I'll
job.
get that sniper and spawn. Leave it.
I got it.
All right.
Guys, someone just get
Let's start double teaming people, dude. Come with me.
I'm gonna get one. One gonna be one dead. Gonna be one dead. I got Mick one.
You're gonna get him. Use it.
Suck my dick. I got here. I got a nade though.
I'm laying the
He's running
first.
middle. On Brian, guys. We got
I traded. No one there, on Faisal. And they're running it, One shot. Last guy's running it.
I'll go for the guy when I
Where's
spawn.
you running it? Where's you running it?
Big door.
A big door?
Yeah, try to come out. They're gonna spawn there a second.
Nice play.
I spawned behind him. Yeah, he came back.
I'm behind him.
He's playing really smart right now. He's playing really smart.
They're baiting him though. Watch
I got
out.
him.
Bottom middle.
Bottom mid. They're gonna rush it.
There's 2
They're second. Going outside. Oh, they're snipe.
One shot on me. They're back 2 there. Nice. Another guy. One shot. There's 3 dead. We get 3 dead. 3 dead.
One's a snipe, I think. The snipe.
Get him. I'm on the flag.
Ryan just spawned.
Where are we running this?
Probably their back
Nice
base.
spawn back flag. Ryan, try to stay alive. I'll snipe him. I'll snipe him if they run out.
You gotta be all on you, Ryan.
Bottom middle. Russo. Did he spawn bottom middle?
Yeah.
I died.
Yeah, they're spawn bottom middle. The first shake. 2 shots at him.
Attic, one shot. Attic. End the first. They're training.
You guys need to stay alive together on the
Ryan,
side.
Nice.
Shots.
I'm looking at first. Nobody's the
Our
first.
They're attic kill me.
Our first to our second. He's
Stay
gonna
alive. Or throw it off.
There's no one spawn. No one spawn in sight.
Yeah, one
They have
snipe.
sniper going our low.
One shot. I got him.
No, he's still sniping.
Still sniping.
They're second, guys. They're second. And the
Our
second
first
sniping.
phase. Our first pushing. Brian, help him.
They're training.
Basil, get a shot. Get a
They're
shot.
training.
One shot.
Out in the open, Ryan.
One
He's
shot
out
a
in the open.
second. Watch
No, no,
sniping.
trying to-
He's baiting him.
There's
I'm watching
snipers.
out first.
There's a
I'm watching out
sniper
first for you.
there.
I'm watching
Sniper's gonna despawn. Sniper just despawned already.
Nobody's there.
I'm
Wait, they're
going
sniping here.
I'm going
Our
attic.
big, our big side. Our attic, maybe our big.
I'm pushing attic. First.
We got first.
Where's he going?
One shot. Brian, he's not trading. He's trading. No, you
And
went
their
left.
second door.
Alright,
Their
go
second door.
Our first to flag. Right now. Our first to flag. Come back to our flag.
And underneath
Come back to our
second.
flag. Come back to our
Our
flag.
big ramp.
Ryan is just trying to run it.
He's here. He's on me. Help me. Help me.
Our flag,
I needed him.
watch out.
Ryan, he's weak above you.
Nice.
I'll get speak
I'm
above you,
going
Ryan.
back,
Just keep him weak. Keep him weak.
Catwalk.
Nice.
He's weak, Ryan himself.
Careful, flank weak.
Your flag taken.
Well, Maven, there's been 14 minutes played. That means that we have 1 minute left in regulation, and whoever's winning at that point normally wins. But since it's all tied up 1-1 here, we are going to see as it's going to be the next flag wins no matter what.
Yeah, and you know, we kind of thought Classic had a couple good chances there to pump in that second flag. I mean, they had sort of a choke on the jump there when he came over, but he was getting shot by 2 guys, so that's tough. But
very tough.
They weren't able to get a touch then because I think the entire Warrior squad was in their base. And here we are, still 1-1, about 15 seconds from OT.
Yep, and you know the funny thing about OT is the fact that right when OT comes is when these rockets come up. And normally a lot of people aren't used to that because on Team Throwdown settings, you see it's only 15 minutes. People don't get used to changing that up. So, you know, these more experienced players play a lot of customs. They're used to the rockets dropping. This is going to be night and day differently.
Nice
Jake's going to be able to connect with one headshot. Mikwin's got the rockets. He's going to be pushing through the attic. Fires one at small hall. And the smart thing about that is if you connect with one, awesome. If not, you're not giving them a Jake heating up as Mikwin's going to be pushing in with the rockets here. That's 3 down as the members of Classic are starting to surge on the base. Dude, yeah,
that
Chig
is game. Chig just... Wow. We were so focused on the snipes there. Meanwhile, Classic is scoring. Wow, that was fantastic.
Wow.
So Chig had a huge game.
Taking a look at the stats here, we see as Chig 29 and 18, absolutely destroying. Mikwin 27 and 24 on the other side. Nothing really stood out to me minus, someone's got 28.
Yeah.
Who was that?
Ninja and Chig.
Yeah,
were the two that kinda led the way for their
just
squads.
destroying the competition.
Typically speaking on that map, your snipers a lot of times will lead in kills just because they're up every 2 minutes. A lot of times they're going to end up having a sniper like the entire game.
Oh, yeah. You know, the other thing is like, you know, we talked about like 2 snipers on each map. Does it work? Does it not? Well, the one map it does actually work on is Adrift because the lines of sight aren't that easy. Yeah. Right? Yeah, like it's not like you can see across the map like on Dispatch, but Adrift capture flag definitely works with 2 snipers.
Yeah, you don't get exactly the same complaints there as you do from some people about that Dispatch because like you said, it's just not as easy to abuse it if you get 2.
And you know, the funny thing is, man, is that now Classic is still yet to drop 1 objective game today. Obviously, they lost before because they got annihilated and sent to the losers bracket. But besides that, dude, it's still like crazy. And you know, the other thing that I just remembered in my head is that Status Quo is fine with taking on either of these competitors because they have a 3-0 lead on both of them. So no matter what, we will be having a continuation series.
And just a quick shout out to our viewers. You know, I know we were having some issues with Twitch earlier. The stream was going in and out. Yeah. It was lagging. Ghost punked me with the mute button. So we've had a bunch of different things going on. And I heard we just hopped over 6,000, and every time, you know, Brad or I has checked, we're getting more and more viewers. So keep retweeting the stream. You know, it's Ghost's birthday, so the more people that watch, the bigger smile we get on the Cake Boy's face here. And
the best part about it is we are going to embarrass the hell out of him today with a happy birthday.
There may be a song planned.
Oh, yeah.
I was rumored that Formal may be doing some dancing for him.
Yep. I've heard that too.
A lot of exciting things coming.
Well, anyways, Losers Bracket Semifinals, Gandhi alongside Maven. We're going into game number 2. We are jumping on board with the man who has dropped from Warriors, who has just gave his team a 1-0 lead. A really good noob.
So many storylines in this series.
It's honestly like
this is the one. I mean, you and I talked about this particular matchup for what, full week before this? Just
we were
getting. We were for it?
You know, what's funny was that these guys were supposed to play
well before this.
Saturday, like before the semifinals.
And you know, we might as well update, for new viewers. The reason that things kind of got switched around is there was a last-minute drop of the Severance team. There were some flight credit card issues going on, and everything got switched around. But that's why we got it now.
Yeah. Well, taking a look at Team Slayer on Onyx, we are going to have the dynamic overshield sitting up in the top middle. Other than that, the only thing that actually makes its presence known is the scatter shot bottom middle, and you will see its presence get known because it is just an enforcer, dude.
On land, it is like a completely different gun.
It works.
Yeah, and for those of you that maybe came into the game, I don't know, late in Reach, or only really played Halo 4, this map is quite reminiscent of Midship, which Gotti and I are back from the Halo 2 days, and that was maybe your favorite map all time. It's probably definitely
up
mine,
there.
if
It's
not,
up there.
not an older Halo 1 map, but it's one of the best.
Yeah,
so it's
definitely up there.
fantastic to see this back on the circuit.
And man, we always talk about the different strategy we see on this, but the one that you're always going to see now, since we are inside the top 4 and we don't have to worry about any crazy strategy, essentially how it's going to go is you're going to fight for green and gold control, and then once you get control of green and gold, what happens is the enemy, even if you don't kill all 4 dead, they have to retreat into one base, essentially, and then you have a cycle game. And as soon as you get them trapped in that base, you have to overload it. You have to give it all you have.
Yeah, basically, you can either pinch them from the side or push that base however you want, and then it's just a cycle back, repeat, cycle back. It's just it's fun to watch.
Yeah.
If it is implemented well, and heck, I used to watch your Carbon do it sometimes on Midship, very similar thing, and when done properly, it is a beautiful thing to watch.
Yeah.
And that is why, as I stated earlier, we were surprised we saw that 50-32 Team Slayer game earlier on Skyline, because this is the only map we've really seen your top team just abusing people.
Oh, yeah. And if you're wondering why Mikwin just stopped moving right there, so on land, you're actually sitting right next to your teammates. So you can actually screen watch, and what happens is you get caught up in the moment, you see your player make a distorted play, like, oh!
Yeah, that will happen quite a bit. And somebody kind of tweeted me that. He's like, I've seen, people just kind of standing still for a second on the spawn. Is there something going on? Is there something with the title update? And no, that is either intentionally done or just someone distracted to the point of not paying attention. But sometimes that extra second of watching your teammates screen can be a huge bonus.
Well, Mikwin does have the overshield. He's getting ready to push on red there, trapped in red. Here comes the all-out assault. Down goes Ninja. Goofy there too. He's going to be lifting up, but he's going to run right into the hands of another Classic member. Still staying alive somehow. Finally, he's going to be cleaned up, and now they are all dead at this base.
APG somehow just rotated.
Yeah, where did he come from?
As you see, they're the only place they can really spawn when they have that mid-controller pushing is going to be at the other base a lot of times, which goes back to what we were talking about earlier.
Down goes APG. They're all cleared out of red base, and now that only means they can spawn 3 other places, and most likely they are going to be green, blue, and now they're, or yellow, blue, but green, blue, and here's Goofy, and now Mikwin just on a hunt. He is just hunting his prey, Maven.
And this is just, we figured this would be a pretty close series, but man, is Classic looking strong right now.
Classic really pumped up here, and the big difference maker, man, as we always talk about, is about the 1050. Oh! 1054 inch is going to be when the game is going to change. The tempo is going to change completely because this next overshield is getting ready to come up.
Absolutely, and it's tough. It's tough to kind of get away with the overshield real long because it is so far out in the open.
Well, that overshield's getting ready to come up in about 20 seconds. So we are going to go to an Astro listening and see how the members of Classic plan on setting up for it.
Where's that?
Top red, 20 seconds. 20 seconds. Top green. One shot, Ninja. One shot.
One shot, red green.
Guys.
Blue green. Top green, blue side. Top green, blue side. Top green, blue side.
Top green, one shot, blue side.
And blue window.
Hey, one shot, guys. Right now.
Get in position, guys.
I'm watching it.
I just shot top yellow.
We top yellow.
I'm
We top yellow. We top yellow.
I'm pushing top yellow.
We top yellow. Ninja weak. Where are we? Top blue weak. Top blue weak. RPG.
I'm on. I'm living. I'm living.
Top yellow, guys.
We're
just front red.
I can't, dude. I need to go with me. I'm going right now. Go.
Mike, one shot. Front red.
Brian, I died.
Mike, one shot, Mike.
Stay alive.
Mike, one shot, bottom red. I know.
Mike, bottom red. Go bottom red.
I don't see top yellow. I killed him. Another guy. OS is front red.
Red yellow.
And red yellow, two guys.
I'm running. Get out of here.
OS bottom red. OS bottom red. Weak. OS weak. Bottom red. He better not have more. Weak. Goofy, come on your side. I traded. Bottom with the upper. Goofy. Yeah, two guys. They're both there. Ryan, wait.
Ryan.
Wait, Ryan.
Two kills.
Maven Classic is just 7 kills away, but they only have a 2-kill lead now, man.
I feel like every time we hop out, these leads just disappear, and they want to make it exciting for us.
Yeah, 45 to 42 here. Mikwin pushing in with his teammate. He's going to try to come to Chig's aid, who's at green. Chig's going to be able to stay alive here. The members of Warriors now are kind of yellow, and APG's going to win that battle on Mikwin.
APG there.
Mikwin's dead. Chig now coming under bottom blue, right into twist. Goofy jumps up right into the face of it. Ninja's going to get a kill. 47-45. Classic still has their lead. Goofy gets away. God, it's so frustrating.
Especially at this point in the game. You never want those one-shots getting around corners.
No. 47 apiece. Goofy bottom middle. Oh, down he goes. One kill to go, and Classic will go up 2-0. 49-48. Mikwin making the push. APG caught. APG go.
They get it 2-0. Classic. Only one more. Yeah, for those of you just tuning in, this is a best of 5. One more win for Classic, and they're facing SQ.
50.
And that's the first time I've seen Brad throw up that quad stream.
I like it.
I like it a lot.
I mean, that's, we're old school guys like that. Yeah, I know the chat hates it, but you know what? I like it. So screw you, chat. Well, taking a look at the stats here.
These beautiful mugs.
Hey, we can get a quad screen of us. So right now we are taking a look at the kills here, and I can't see them. So I am seeing that Chig had the most points, Mikwin second. All right, so Chig 14 kills, 12 assists.
Wow, what a game by Chig, especially coming off of the end of that Adrift game where he was just crushing as well.
Yep. So Mikwin then 16-11. Mikwin won just about every single battle, but on the other side, APG did everything in his power.
Yeah, and I heard we're going to be a second here. We have one of the Warriors players. Quick little bathroom break. Pulling maybe a little Tiger Woods kind of slowing down the opposition.
Oh, yeah. It's actually a very, very big momentum changer here. So we are going to go to a quick 30-second commercial and return. Game number 3. Will Warriors make a stand?
Stay tuned.
We have more fans out there. Warriors and Classic. Let's hear it for Warriors. Now let's hear it for Classic. Nachos Arna, Classic. Now Warriors.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Losers Bracket Semifinals. Gandhi alongside Maven. We are jumping on with Mickey Poo.
Mickey Poo.
Mickey Poo.
I don't think he's a huge fan of that little nickname, but he can
No,
deal with it.
he's a young guy though. You know, he's only 19 years old. And
Yeah, I'm
the
like
other
his
thing
great
that's
grandfather.
yeah, the other thing that's cool is he started competing way back when he was 13.
I'd
So
say similar to Ola. Yeah, Ola's
and
on the
similar
scene
to
really,
me.
really
So
young,
I mean,
yeah,
I feel that personal connection. And I know a lot of you out there, whether you're professional in Call of Duty or you compete in Call of Duty or any other game, a lot of people get their starts early.
Yeah, well, we've just been kind of teaching Mick how to live.
Yeah, essentially. So Classic already jumping off. This is Haven on Extraction. This is Extraction
Trash
on
talk is,
Haven.
already heating up 30 seconds into this one.
Yep, it's going to be a good one, buddy. So on Haven, you're going to have the sniper bottom open, where your player is now seen. You're going to have the railgun top closed, and the extractions are going to go from top middle, bottom closed, bottom open, back to top middle, repeat.
Yep.
And the main thing you have to learn from Haven extraction is the fact that you got to know when to give up.
Yeah, any extraction, yeah, whether it's this or Station 9. I mean, you can't punish yourself by wasting too much time on what's basically a lost extraction. And you know, it's funny that who are we doing here? We're doing Classic, who we really called out for that one game, Station 9, where they just lost the game.
Yeah.
They kept smashing their heads on E, I think it was, and ended up losing 2 points because of it.
Sometimes you got to learn from your mistakes, as Goofy's going to be able to push in, be able to take out the sniper. Goofy hiding up on this little sneaky ledge here. He's probably going to be taken down. But this B extraction, Maven, we always see is it's the hardest because it's in such a weird spot. Like in regards to the map, you know, it's just you can see it from everywhere minus bottom open. So until you kill all four and force them to spawn bottom open, it's just so hard. Oh, almost gets it.
You know what's tough here too, especially because, you know, like we talked about yesterday, there aren't a lot of like LAN houses before events now where they go play for a week or two. So they're judging a lot of their games online. They really are. And you can shoot this BR so much further on LAN, and there are so many angles that a lot of people don't even use to shoot the BR when you're in these online scrims that you're going to have to deal with here.
Ninja with a humongous 4-shot there. They're jumping on the extraction, and Ninja's actually going to be able to get this. So down goes Ninja. This is going to be a 3-on-4 scenario for the members of Classic, but even still with the 3-on-4, they still can't make any hasty pushes at all.
What a good feeling it is when you manage to finish up that extract when you're one shot.
Yeah, especially on B, because it's like, well, we can see them from everywhere on the map, kind of rest in peace.
Yeah, and you're having a miniature heart attack, no shield, and Ninja was able to grind it out there.
Oh!
And wow, very, very, very rarely do you see B converted. It does not happen often.
No, it does not. Legit kind of making I don't know if it was legit, but legit was top closed, and he was unable to get a view on it. And now we're jumping on board with Mickwin, who is going to be patrolling kind of closed. And this is a spot you kind of want to control for this B, but at the same time, it's very high risk.
Easy to grenade.
Yeah.
And that's, same reason that you want to almost avoid those ramps when you have that top spawn too. It's just, where do you random nade when you throw random nades? A lot of times at the ramps. Yep.
Yeah. That's basically Halo 101. You know?
Yeah.
You're like, well, May could be there.
Just toss it over.
Yeah. And the Master Chief has a cannon.
Oh yeah, he is one muscular man.
Oh, he definitely works out.
Or lady, we don't really know. I've never seen the face.
Well, no, you can actually choose between a man or
that's
a female.
True in this you can.
Yeah, they
win, presumably as a lady Master Chief.
Yeah, for sure. 100%, no doubt about it. So now we are seeing as the members of Warriors are going to be able to get this first initial arm here on the C. And C, this is the one where you kind of want to hold top control throughout. And because after C, it goes right up to top middle. So by holding top middle, you get ready for the next one, and you try to catch them in just making dumb moves.
Yeah, and that's what's funny. The one thing that catches me off guard, everyone says, get up top, get up top, get up top when you have this C. But nothing freaks me out like when you have that guy hiding in like bottom open pit. You think you got this arm, and all of a sudden, whoa! There's someone crouching down there in the corner. Yeah. I've done that to like top players sometimes. They're like, "What are you doing there?" I don't know.
Nice. So we just saw this Classic. Now, if you guys are wondering, it's a 3-second initial arm to get it, and then it's a 5-second disarm. So that's why we talk more about numbers in this than ever, and that's why you have to know when to quit, because 5 seconds is a lot of time for a good player to line up a half-decent nade and just erase you off the face of this earth.
Yep, and there's been a lot of back and forth over whether it should be a minute, whether it should be 45 seconds, whether the arm should be 3, whether it should be 5. And, They were kind of mixed opinions going into this event, but I think just from us, us watching what we're hearing from players, people have really settled into these settings.
Well, you see it on Goofy screen. That sniper has just dropped. The members of Classic are trying to get control top middle, and now they have to play this super, super slow because Warriors is definitely in the better position here, and they just time is on Warriors' side on this one, right? Yeah, like they don't have to.
Nice shot.
Like they don't have to be aggressive at all. They just have to have an eye on the extraction site, and that's one of the things that's unique about extraction for Halo is because 9 times out of 10 you've always had the aggressive game types. You've had your bomb, your assault, you had your oddball, which you can still be kind of passive where you drop the ball and you start shooting. But
and
this
people,
game, you
I
can be
love
passive.
extraction. Sweet mother of God!
Be smart initiated. God, legit the free-for-all winner here this weekend, ladies and gentlemen.
08 legit is right. Wow, he has just been on a tear.
And it's always, the thing about Legit is he's just such a freak of nature, man.
Well, and he said to me, like, verbatim, I feel like I haven't been crushing people lately. I feel like I haven't been dominating like I used to. And, I said to him, like, it's online, bud. Like, you're playing online. And sure enough, he gets here and it's just been...
Well, Ryan trying to get directly in the players' heads of Warriors, so we're going to go to an Astro listening with the members of Warriors to see how they're handling it.
Enjoy.
Johnny Bravo.
This is one shot. No, on Mohawk right now. Mohawk to close ramp. We can give some tough. No, we still have time. Get that real gun.
Mohawk, I'm lifting.
Alright, you're by yourself. He's in the leg. Blue Sampler right now. He dropped 12 map.
He fell the map.
Alright, I'm on bottom mid.
3 dead. I one
Bottom
dead.
Mohawk, I'll get him. Bottom Mohawk, one shot. One shot, bottom Mohawk.
One shot. Nice, we got him.
How many is that, guys?
Bottom blue.
Hey,
I'm near bottom blue.
Snipers at the 40 this time.
Brother, get it.
I'm getting red side.
No, bottom blue, on some. I got Jake. I'm watching bottom mid blue for you.
They're nading me. I got it red.
Alright, I'm gonna go top mid, guys. They know we're all bottom.
Hey, Russo's jumping down.
Bottom mid red.
He killed me. We're only 2 dead. We need to get 1. Nice. 1 dead. 2 dead. Bottom middle right now. They're on it. Ryan Noob. And someone else.
2 on it. 2 on him.
Ryan Noob's with shot. Ryan Noob's with shot. He needs help. Nice shot.
Where?
Mohawk.
Just kill the guy. Mohawk to blue. Yes, I killed
my drop.
I'm looking bottom mid blue. I'm looking.
Watch out red street.
I'm gonna kill him.
I got one.
Watch top mid. You guys blue
Hey, two guys have blue windows.
Drop. Hang on, I'm fine.
I got any side.
Help me. Anyone? Alright, I'm coming blue street. I'm coming blue ramp. I got assassinate. There's 2 there. Don't worry about it.
Where?
Blue street, Faisal. I'm watching bottom mid blue. Look out. I'm behind him. Watch it. Watch it.
They kill me, man. They kill me.
Hey, we're dying. We're
Red,
too fast.
God damn it, man.
Top mid, guys. We gotta stay alive there.
Snipers? I know, we do.
On red laning.
Red laning sniping.
Bottom mid, top mid.
Watch out, top mid.
Snipers down.
Bottom mid, red, Russo. He's gonna jump up. Top mid red. He's gonna do the jump up. I'm getting shot from red.
Top mid.
I'm looking bottom mid.
Two dead.
Russo, one shot. Bottom mid.
I'll look for him.
He's bottom mid.
I'll get him. No, bottom one. Mid one.
Top Mohawk.
We never killed
Ryan's top Mohawk.
He's bottom blue.
Go
for it. Bottom blue, Faisal.
One shot, dude. I got me.
You gotta kill him, Brad.
He's bottom blue, one shot, Brad.
Yeah, just get up top right now.
Alright, so probably blue. Bottom open, one shot.
One shot.
I'm
getting close.
One
Close
shot.
control. Let's go, boys. Come on. Alright, guys.
It's on me. He's that sniper. One shot on it. Come on, this is it.
Alright, we have to get this one. They can't get any
Yeah,
more.
let's not let them get off spawn. They're coming up open ramp. 2 guys coming up open ramp. Feel help them out. Faisal, don't die here, man.
I'm getting shot from blue. I fell, man.
Bottom mid, Jake. One shot, Jake.
Go for it.
One shot.
I can't do it. It's okay. He got it. It's okay. There's 2
I won.
We need to get red.
Sniping top red ramp.
Alright.
I want 2 dead.
Red gap sniping, watch out. Red gap sniping, maybe.
2 dead.
Maven, Classic is just 40 seconds away from.
Are we bringing up the room, Scott?
Dude, this may be a sweep, dude. The members of Warriors actually have to get on their horses and just gallop into top middle at this point.
And, man, it's funny because I seem to remember someone that called this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure his name starts with a G and ends with an Andy.
You sure did, man.
I didn't call it sweep. I did predict that Warriors would win, though.
That Classic would win this series.
Sorry.
And that's, wow, man. I think you were one of the few. Wow.
And finally, McWin not only sets multiple personal records this event, he also finally beats the man who has casted a shadow over him since day one.
I mean, clearly that's got to be a good feeling for Ryan Noob, you got to think.
Dude, I don't know who feels happier right now. Is it a really good noob or is it Mikwin? You know, Mikwin has
We might have to take care of Mikwin tonight.
a really good noob. Yeah.
He's going to be a maniac.
Oh, he's definitely a maniac tonight. But a really good noob has won events. He has placed top 3 even in a very prestigious game in Halo 3. He did that with Darkest Hour, which was like the 15th seed, right? But like Mikwin